Welcome back to another edition of Tuesday Talks with the Mayor. I want to take a few minutes to discuss Ordinance 2026-05, which the Borough Council recently adopted regarding affordable housing, as mandated by the state of New Jersey, and what it means for our community. First, it's important to understand that affordable housing in New Jersey is mandatory. Under state law and a series of court decisions known as the Mount Laurel Doctrine, every municipality must provide a realistic opportunity for affordable housing. The state periodically reviews these obligations and assigns each municipality a specific number of units to address. Municipalities were required to adopt updated housing element and fair share plans, along with any necessary zoning changes by March 16, 2026, following an initial deadline of June 30, 2025. These steps ensure compliance with state law and help municipalities avoid litigation related to exclusionary zoning. For the current fourth round planning period, which runs from 2025 through 2035, Dunellen has been assigned an obligation of 102 affordable housing units. This includes 79 units to be addressed through rehabilitation of existing housing stock, mainly by utilizing Middlesex County Home Improvement Program, and 23 units as part of our prospective need, which represents future affordable housing. Ordinance 2026-05 does not approve any specific housing development. Instead, it establishes the framework the borough must follow to comply with the state law and our court-approved housing element and fair share plan. It's important to understand how that prospective need is applied in a built-out community like Dunellen. As part of our housing element and fair share plan, the borough conducted what's called a vacant land analysis to determine how much development can realistically occur. After conducting the vacant land adjustment, Dunellen was found to have a realistic development potential, which is referred to as an RDP, of 6 units. These 6 units will be incorporated into the development to be built at the abandoned industrial complex at 130 South 2nd Street. This project will not only rehabilitate an underutilized section of the borough, but will contribute 6 units to the borough's fair share. Under current state law, municipalities that have little to no vacant land like Dunellen are required to plan for at least 25% of their prospective need through realistic development opportunities. In Dunellen's case, that equates to approximately 5 units, which aligns with our actual development capacity. This is referred to as our unmet need, which requires realistic zoning and which may be addressed over time as redevelopment opportunities arise through mandatory set-asides in the Dunellen downtown redevelopment area. This approach has been highly successful and has made Dunellen one of the most compliant municipalities in the state of New Jersey with regard to its affordable housing obligations, which has been recognized by the courts. A key part of Ordinance number 2026-05 addresses how affordable housing is incorporated into future residential development. If a project proposes 5 or more new housing units and requires a zoning change, redevelopment designation, or an increase in density, the ordinance requires that 20% of those units be set aside as affordable housing. For example, if a developer proposes a 20-unit project under those conditions, 4 of the units must be affordable. These units must be fully integrated into the development, meaning they use similar materials and design, are distributed throughout the project, and provide residents with equal access to amenities. Affordable housing is reserved for households earning a portion of the regional median income, including very low, low, and moderate income households, as defined by state guidelines. An important requirement is that these homes must remain affordable over time. New affordable housing units must be deed restricted for at least 30 years, ensuring they continue to serve residents who truly need them. Adopting this ordinance also protects Dunellen from what's called builders' remedy lawsuits. If a municipality does not meet its obligations, developers can seek court approval for higher density developments and strip local planning and zoning control from the borough. By adopting our plan and ordinance, Dunellen maintains compliance and retains control over how development occurs in our community. Our goal is to meet these state requirements responsibly while continuing to protect the character of our borough and plan for thoughtful and sustainable growth. In our downtown, we remain committed to maintaining a scale consistent with our existing built environment, generally limiting buildings to 3 stories, even as other municipalities pursue larger scale development. In addition, we will be revisiting areas of our redevelopment plan along Route 28 to explore opportunities for what is often called the missing middle housing, including smaller cottage-style townhouse or condo homes. Historically, these types of homes served as starter housing, providing opportunities for young families and first-time home buyers to enter the market, build equity, and create long-term financial stability, ultimately living the American dream of homeownership. They also offer options for seniors looking to downsize while remaining in the community they love. A balanced housing strategy is important. While rental housing does play a role, it should not be the only type of development that municipalities encourage. If you would like to learn more about this ordinance or Dunellen's Affordable Housing Plan, the full documents are available on the borough's website at dunellen-nj.gov under the Municipal Code section. Well, that's it for this week's Tuesday Talks with the Mayor. Thank you for joining me. God bless you and have a great rest of your week.